Hi there, Miranda Alt here with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team with your Monday market update for Monday, April 17th, 2023. Man, what a difference a week makes. Last Monday it was sunny and 75. Today it is 30 and snowing. Hashtag soul crushing. If you live in the Midwest, it's a rough Monday out there. We had such a beautiful weekend and now it is just so crummy out there. It's sad. It's just sad. Thankfully, our real estate market is not being affected by the crappy weather. It is still going gangbusters. Let's take a quick look at our McHenry County numbers for the last 7 days. We had 135 new listings. We had 121 go under contract. So that's a good deal when we have more new listings than going under contract. Even though that new listing we know can be a little deceptive because some homes are canceled and then they're relisted as new. So that new number can be a little deceptive. But we had 105 closed sales, so that's good. We had 35 price changes, 4 expireds, and 50 on the private network. So what's happening in our real estate world? Well, the biggest problem we're having is we do not have enough homes to sell. So what are the 3 I's that we always talk about? Inventory, inflation, and interest rates. Inventory is a humongous problem right now. We do not have enough homes to meet the demand of the buyers out there. We still have only 1 month supply. Remember, a fair and balanced market is 4 to 6 months supply. We only have 1. So every single home that is currently listed would be sold if not another one was listed in 1 month. That is not enough homes to sell. What does that do? It causes prices to go up because as the age-old economic principle of supply and demand, we have very, very low supply. We have very high demand. So therefore, prices are going up. What are interest rates doing? They are actually coming down. That is good news. We have had the Fannie Mae, according to Fannie Mae, the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage right now is 6.25, which is lower than it was the first week of March when it was 6.75. So that is an improvement. That coupled with the timing, which about 40% of homes in the United States, all home sales, 40% of all home sales for the entire calendar year go under contract between April and June. That's a lot of business that happens. April to June. So we are in the prime time for homes to be sold. Typically they close 30 to 60 days after that. That's because people want to get in homes before the start of the next school year. So this is go time. This is like we are in the thick of the market and people are moving, and so buyers are out. We have got buyers out in full force. Every home that I showed this past weekend was in a multiple offer situation. Every one. Not a single one didn't have multiple offers. That's nuts. My buyers, I had 4 sets of buyers that I took out this weekend. One of them wrote an offer on the first property that they saw. They loved it. They did not get it. Part of that was because the agent had told me that they were concerned about appraisal, and my clients did not want to write an appraisal gap waiver. Now, what is an appraisal gap waiver? That is when you are saying that you are willing to make up the difference between the contract price and the appraised value. So if a house appraises at $360, and you have it under contract for $370, you are saying you will bring $10,000 to the closing table in cash outside of closing. It doesn't go towards your down payment, doesn't go towards your closing costs, none of that. It's just extra money that you're giving the seller. My clients were not comfortable doing that, understandably so. However, there's a lot of numbers that go into play in that where it might be a good idea if you get the house that you want, because prices are going up so rapidly that actually might end up having been the best deal that they could have gotten. Nevertheless, I have another set of buyers that also really wanted a house that had multiple offers, and they waived inspection and wrote an over asking offer, and they bought it as is. So they got the property. So there's a lot of different things that are going into offers right now, and in these multiple offer situations, it's extremely competitive. It's extremely difficult, but we are helping buyers navigate this process. But if you're a buyer right now, it is very stressful and it is very, very intimidating. However, I will say if you're working with a skilled agent, you can get a house under contract. Another problem that we're running into is sellers. I have met with countless sellers over the last couple of weeks, and all of them are a little hesitant to put their home on the market due to the timing question. They might not want to leave. I have one seller that they want to list their home, but they're like, we can't move before the middle of July. Our son has baseball, and he's going to be playing until the middle of July, so we need to have a July closing. I said, don't worry. We can navigate this. We can tell the buyers that you're not moving until middle of July. We can still navigate that. All of these things make people hesitant to get into the real estate market, but I have to tell you, if you are dealing with a skilled realtor, we deal with this stuff all the time and we have ways to navigate that. I talked to another seller who's nervous. She said, this house isn't ready to sell. I have way too much stuff in it. We can navigate that as well. But without these sellers kind of getting over their fears and getting their homes on the market, we are going to continue to have this low inventory problem. We need more sellers to get into the market. Another problem that I heard another seller talking about is they really want to move to Florida, but the prices in Florida have gone up so much that they don't know that they can afford Florida anymore. So that is definitely an issue. Affordability is going to affect our market because we're not going to have the inventory from people who want to move out of state because everything has gotten so incredibly expensive in other states, in a lot of the warmer states where people want to go, Texas, Florida, Tennessee, California, all of those places, North Carolina, South Carolina, they've all gotten so expensive that people just simply can't afford to move to those areas either. So now interest rates have come down. I think I talked about that already. They're at 6.25 as opposed to 6.75 the first week of March. So that's helping our buyers. It's helping them realize that they can maybe afford a little bit more than they were able to just a month ago. So that's a really, really helpful thing. But we've got some other things affecting affordability, like car payments have gone up. The average car payment in the United States is now $800 a month. That's a lot. It's about double what it was before the pandemic. We also have interest rates for credit cards that are at the highest they've been in a long time. Most credit cards are currently charging 20% interest as opposed to some of them were at 14% during the pandemic. So we're seeing the cost of goods and services going up for people, making it harder to afford that bigger house that they might want. So lots of different factors playing into this, but basically the long and the short of it is we have an inventory problem. We have improved interest rates. We have improved numbers for inflation. Our CPI numbers came out last week saying that we are making some headway on inflation. It's not anywhere near the Feds want it to be, but it's getting better. But we still have to hit that 2% inflation rate before the Feds are going to feel really good about it. And that's probably going to take at least a year. So interest rates are going to be holding in the low sixes for quite some time here. Now, Barry Habib from Mortgage Backed Securities Highway, he still is hoping that that May 10th reading of the CPI is going to give us some good information on the inflation readings. So hopefully interest rates will come down even more after that, but that's going to take time as well. So, you know, things are looking a little difficult in the real estate world, mostly due to inventory. So if you have a home that you're thinking about selling, please, please, please call me. Let's talk about what issue you're having, what you're thinking might be a hurdle with selling your home. Let's figure out how to navigate that. I guarantee I can help you sell your home and you can get to where you want to go. You just need a professional to help you. That's what I'm here for. I'm Miranda Alt with Keller Williams Success Real Estate. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your Monday. Stay warm. Hopefully it's going to get better in the next week. Have a great week. Have a great week. Bye.